Okay.
This is the end of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. You want to hit him with your question?
Yeah, okay.
Good.
I'll do this one. What do you guys think about reparations? We used to have slavery in America, and some people say that we should give reparations to black people because they used to be slaves. I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Is reparations a good idea?
Define reparations.
Giving money back to enslaved descendants.
Well,
It's because someone had the sound effect in the back. That's why he's laughing.
the whip sound effect?
Yeah, that's why I had the whip sound effect. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, that was easy. Reparations just meaning like
That was me.
Oh, that was you? Oh. Okay.
white people in this country used to own slaves. Actually, there were black people that owned slaves too. Okay,
In this country?
America. I don't know what that means, but yeah, there used to be a thing called slavery. We had a civil war. 600,000 white men died, and then we ended slavery after that. And then a lot of black people today who were never slaves are saying that they'll get on a podcast and they'll say that white people should pay reparations to black people. So before I give my opinion on this, I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Do white people in America owe reparations to black people in America?
40 acres and a mule. They should have got it.
Oh, shit.
Right?
You're
So
white.
she thinks yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's kind of the reason.
It's messy now because it's like been so long. It should have been happened like then. Now it's like messy because it's been generations and generations.
But it did already happen. What do you think Section 8 housing is? What do you think food stamps are?
Let's get the rest of them so they can. Yeah. What about you? Do you think they should get reparations?
Yes.
Okay. What about?
Hold on. How much should they get?
I think it depends on if they can trace their history back to how many slaves they owned, then it should be determined on that.
You mean how
Wait, what?
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, but how do you
Oh,
calculate?
the slave owners should get reparations
No,
because
they
they're the
need to
ones
give
that
it
lost
back
property.
to the descendants of their slaves. If they can count how many slaves they owned, then they need to count it back forward.
No, he's asking. Okay, let me rephrase.
Okay.
He wants to know how much each person should get for the reparations. Each descendant of a slave.
I would say what will be the equal value from 40 acres and a mule to today's amount?
Okay.
Okay.
Muleflation, if you could figure it
There
out.
you go.
All right. What about you? Should black people that are descendants of slaves get money? Wait, what?
Les hommes noirs. Les
Sacre
hommes-
bleu.
C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
I don't even know.
Where am I
Macron?
here?
Macron or no Macron?
Like, does France owe Martinique's reparations?
Les hommes noirs, enfin en tout cas, il y a eu de l'esclavage. Est-ce que les blancs devraient donner de l'argent aux noirs ou pas pour l'esclavage?
Ben oui. Et prendre des coups de frais aussi, quoi.
What'd she say?
Just say it. Like,
You can say it's we're on Rumble and shit, so you can say whatever you guys want. Go ahead.
Dis pas en anglais.
No, you say it. I can say when she says sorry. No.
say it.
Just say it. It's
Say
the
it.
translator. It's fine. Say it.
She say white people need to take a
Oh, stop. All right. She's saying bring the whips back. Okay. I didn't expect that one.
Okay.
That one in my book.
She's based.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts?
Honestly, like, no, just because I feel like it's been so long. Like, would it be like the current generation of like white kids whose like relatives did own slaves like generations ago? Because
Yeah.
like,
I guess.
It would-
Unless, Hayden, you want to clarify for her with the parameters?
Well, I mean, everybody's got a different idea about how reparations should look. I guess that's part of the question. Like, do white people owe reparations? And if so, what do they owe? Because, yeah, no white person alive today has owned slaves, and none of the black people alive today in this country were slaves. So it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit crazy. Well, I maybe we should, before I get into it, before I go off on reparations, maybe we get the rest of their answers. But
Okay. What about you?
Yes, because in Africa, white people give money to esclavage. Of course.
white people give money to what?
Of black people. Oh, they give money to black people?
Oh, okay.
In Africa?
En France? Oh, okay.
All of them?
In
In a country France give money to Mali, for example,
Okay.
for all things she do.
Okay.
What about you?
No,
Why?
because it just doesn't add up to the time we're in now. Like,
Into the
there's a lot of different things that goes with it. Like, I just think we're in a different world now. Like, I don't know.
Past
Like,
times.
obviously it was a big thing, but I feel like all races were enslaved. Every like.
That's true too.
Everybody was slaving back then, you know? Like.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it like sounds good, the idea, but it just wouldn't make sense now, just because like who's paying it and for what.
So you think it's a good idea on paper, but not in practice?
Yes.
So you think they should get reparations? You just don't know how you would go about it.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Kind of the same. It's kind of hard to like decide where it comes from and like who gets it.
But you are
It's
for
very-
reparations, so you're for it. You just don't know how to implement it.
Yeah, it's just, but it's messy too. It's very messy.
So are you for it or not?
Yes.
Okay, you're for it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, she's scared to say
They're
she's
just
not
gonna
for
say,
it.
yeah,
No.
Racist.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you?
Yeah. So did you want to give them your take on it now, or how many of you? Just quick, raise of hands, because I was away for a second. How many of you are for the reparations? We'll do that. How many are for?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So roughly half
And
the
5.
panel. Oh, what about Miss? You're not for it?
Me?
Yeah. No. And Miss France, are you for it or no?
No.
Okay, so half the table.
Half and half.
Well, and this girl lives in Paris, France, a white country, and she took it even further and she says white people need to get whipped now, which is crazy. You live in a white country. I would think you would like white people. I would think you'd be grateful that white people built France. She doesn't. She's not gonna know what I'm saying. But I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
so she said whip the white people, not whip the black people.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought she said bring them back to slavery.
No.
Oh, the other way around.
No,
okay.
no, she wants revenge.
Okay, make the white people slaves. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, good one.
She's crazy.
And well, I think it's a bit ridiculous, and I also think it's embarrassing. Like asking for reparations, you're asking for money. Like you should be ashamed of yourself. That's embarrassing. You want me to give you money? You want to talk about white supremacy? People in my comment section on Instagram will accuse me of being a white supremacist. But if you're black and you're saying white people should give us money, I think you sound more like a white supremacist to me. Like white people are, you're so down bad that you need white people, and white people are killing it so much that you need white people to come in and give you some money. I think it's, I just wonder, is there a lack of awareness, or why aren't you embarrassed asking for reparations? Another point I would make is that we have done reparations. We've been doing reparations. Section 8 housing, we give you money so you can live in white neighborhoods for no reason.
But I don't think that's just black people. You know, a
That's
lot
just
of
poverty.
the
Section 8 is not an
Yeah.
only white area.
That's fair. It's there are white people who get Section 8 housing vouchers. That's true, but it is disproportionately black.
Right.
I was about to buy a house in Florence, South Carolina, and it was a really good price on a really nice house. And then I met some local guys that told me, no, don't buy that house. And I was like, what? Why? And it's because they're about to drop Section 8 housing a mile away from this country club. And all the boomers are pissed and they're all moving out. But this mayor is going to drop Section 8 housing on these people. And it ruins the neighborhood. And it's the worst kind of Section 8 tenants. Like that's the worst kind of neighbors you can have. And to make it even worse, like your tax dollars pay for that. You pay extra taxes to have the worst neighbors this country has to offer. That's what Section 8 housing is. I think it's disgusting. I think it should be illegal. And it does, it is like I consider Section 8 housing an attack mainly on white people.
But it's a product of white people, isn't it? Because they're the ones who built.
Well,
didn't they put all the people like? Didn't they put all like? Didn't they move them all? And you know what I mean?
Well,
That's a different subject.
Do you guys know what percentage of America is white? Does anybody know? Any guesses?
White?
Majority? I think it's. I want to say majority. Other than Mexicans?
Can you just
So 100 years ago, this country was 90% white. Today, this country is about 55% white. Another statistic for you, whites and Asians are the only groups in America that pay more in taxes than they receive in benefits.
Because black don't have a lot of opportunity. It's just
they have more. They have an artificially boosted amount of
In
opportunity.
America?
That's
In
what
America,
affirmative action is. No, blacks. We give blacks all the opportunity, and they still hate us. And it doesn't seem to be getting better. That Irina Zarutska, that white girl, got stabbed on the train the other day. And people didn't talk about this as much, but there were 5 black people on the train, saw the whole thing and did nothing. Didn't stand up to help her. She lay there and bled out and died. And
honestly, though, if you look at the video, it doesn't you couldn't tell that she was bleeding to the way she was sitting up and everything. I understand what you're saying though, because that bystander thing was crazy. But the way she was crouched up and sitting on the chair, people couldn't tell exactly what happened.
Not only that, in situations like that, you never know how you're gonna act. Like people, sometimes you think you're gonna get up and help somebody, but honestly, I would be scared if I seen that happen. I'm not I would be scared. I would call the cops, but the guy's still in the building and still has the knife, But you just never know but yeah, you should definitely get up and help.
If that was you being stabbed, wouldn't you want help?
Of course, but that's not what I'm saying.
I find it a little bit hard to believe that the other people on the bus didn't. I mean, the guy, he very clearly hit her. Could you have at least said, "Hey, are you okay?"
And
Could
the girl
looked over anything. And I mean, all that being said, something like that. And do you guys know about black crime in general? I'll just make a quick point about black crime. They're 13% of the American population and commit over half of the violent crime. 1350. This is a very common meme you'll see on the internet. So that's another thing I say about reparations. I think we've already paid our reparations in the crime we've suffered. And
what about the crime caused by Caucasians? The mass shooters are all white. And what about the notorious criminals are all white, the notorious ones?
And that's why I was saying it goes back to who started it, and they put all these black people in this environment. And now we can get out, and we should be able to get out and make our own money. But it started like that, and they put us in these sections like that, and then now all these people are stupid because they're...
And they still can control the sections as well, but they're mandated positions in the political area, zoning areas specifically for races.
You can talk about laws and conspiracy theories, and I mean, there's some validity to some of that stuff, I'm sure. But in general, I just notice an attitude with not all, but most, frankly, most black people in America where they don't like white people or have negative attitudes toward white people. I think wanting reparations, I think that's kind of aggressive. That's chill, man. You're that bent out of shape. You're that upset with white people. We got to give you some money. You want some money from them.
But don't you think that white privilege is
white privilege is real,
today?
but it's not what people think it is. It's white privilege is not. People talk about white privilege like the law works in our favor. No, dude.
It does.
No, it does not.
The law.
What do you think? Look at
I
Derek
can't
Chauvin,
make the
perfect
same
example.
crime like you and then not be
Are
worried
you
about my
black?
skin color.
Who, her?
Well,
No,
sh-
please talking to
this
him.
one, I don't know why she says she don't exist it. You're white. You don't know.
From the black perspective, right?
Yeah.
White privilege is being white. I'm so happy I'm white and nothing else.
And I love being black.
And good. And you should. That's awesome. And make some black babies. Don't go hooking up with any white man.
And chocolate.
Good. You're probably 10 or 20% white. You're light.
I have some, yeah.
Yeah.
White privilege is the opportunity.
And Spanish.
White privilege is from after slavery, the opportunity, the step up that white people had because the black people were slaves. We have the step up from slavery.
So you can have every house you want because you're white. You can have every work you want because you're white. You can have
white people in this country.
But you go buy a house and then they drop some Section 8 nigs on you and ruin the entire neighborhood.
And then
some black mayor of Florence, South Carolina just takes a bribe and says, "Sorry guys, I'm going to ruin your neighborhood."
And that's a
property value is going to drop by 40%. So, white white privilege is we build a beautiful, nice neighborhood, and then they just come and they charge us taxes. Again, keep in mind, it's so crazy. We pay extra taxes for Section 8 housing. Like, these people get housing for free, which is why everyone should have to pay their own way, okay? Discount Nick Fuentes, I take that as a compliment. Thank you. I'm not 5'2", I'm 5'7", and I'm getting distracted by the chat. But, you know, white people pay all the taxes.
No,
Whites and Asians pay more into the system than everyone else. Everybody else is leeching. To put it simply.
Black people don't pay a lot of because you don't have a same opportunity like you. It's
that's
just
bullshit.
That.
No, that's exactly what the white privilege is. That the white people had to step up from however many years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And time
What
matters.
is the white privilege?
That we had the step ahead from after slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had first of all, the balance sheet was zero after the Civil War. The Civil War was the American. It was the most dysgenic event this country's ever been through. 10% of our population, mostly white, almost all white men, died in that war. And in modern war, you lose all of your alpha males. You wonder why everyone's such a pussy in Europe? Because all the alpha males died in World War I and II. They lost all their alphas, and it's the betas that you lose the bravest men right away. And what you have left is, the betas, and then most people today are descended from the betas that didn't fight in the war, to put it in a simple way. But what was I saying? I forgot.
Talking about the wars, guys getting the guys that were pussies getting killed.
So we had the worst war this country's ever seen, the Civil War, which the Civil War was not about slavery. They say that. The North was just as racist as the South. The Northerners didn't have crops that they needed slaves for. So the slavery business, it was just a business. It was how things worked back then. There were Irish slaves too. Okay.
Yeah, no one ever talks about that.
No one ever, and you get called cringe or something if you bring up the fact that Irish people were slaves too. Frankly, if we knew you guys were going to be this much trouble, we would have just stuck to using Irish slaves. What was that?
Was that in this country?
Were you in this country?
No, like Irish slaves. Was that in this country?
Irish slaves. Yeah, there were white slaves, and they weren't called indentured servants. They were called slaves. There were plenty of white slaves.
Was the con worth it? I don't think the con was worth it, man.
No,
I don't think the con was worth it, bro.
We would have picked it ourselves, dude. What a mess. It's unreal. Why don't you guys just be...
Y'all should have did it for 400 years then. Shit.
Yo.
Instead of having us do it.
Let me ask you this. Would you rather live in this country or would you rather live in Africa?
I want to move out Africa ASAP.
Okay. Do it.
Wakanda.
Go build Wakanda. That's what I'm... If it's that bad.
Built. Lagos is definitely up on the up and rise, as well as the
I do want to say this. As a proud... Okay, that's had some properties, myself, dealt with Section 8 tenants. They're the worst, bro.
Yeah.
And the class of people that I always have to evict 9 out of 10 times are black women, bro. They're the worst. Worst tenants ever.
I will say this. Section 8 is terrible. But to your point, if you want to leave America, go right ahead. More space for us.
Amen.
Amen.
You said if you want to live in America or leave?
Leave.
Oh, leave. Oh, yeah. Where would you go in
I believe
Africa?
in dual citizenship. Lagos, there's a lot of billionaires over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have Nigerian descent. Amen, of course. They probably got more money than these white Americans here.
Get his ass.
But okay. So you want a guy that earns quite a bit of money?
Correct.
Okay. So why go to school then? Why not just?
No, I'm very independent as well. I'm always gonna have a head on my shoulders and my own money.
Okay.
Go Queen, you got it.
So, but you still want a breadwinner though.
Amen.
Okay. And would you expect to split bills or no?
No.
Okay. Our money, the money he makes is our money, and then my money is my money.
Pretty much.
Fair.
Ladies.
At least he's honest about it.
Quick question though. Who here is racist? Raise your hand.
I was just gonna ask.
You guys should try it out. It's a lot of fun.
That's it.
But you have black in you.
You're racist?
Huh?
You raise your hand? Or
Wait, so
you tell me?
No, it's whatever you think I am. Yeah.
what's the define race? You guys as race? Because I feel like I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Just
Memes
be
are
honest,
funny.
honestly.
Like
the
you
reels
really,
and stuff.
Just
so
be honest.
you actually
What's not
hate
funny?
a race. Like you hate a race.
No, I don't hate
That's what I'm
anybody.
saying.
I don't
exactly.
hate anybody.
So you're not racist then.
Well, the word's
it's
been
prejudice.
like
Just
that. Word's just
prejudice
been
is
like
a
beaten
word.
to death, and they just throw it around like crazy. I mean, people call you racist at the drop of the hat,
Right.
but it's kind of freaky. Like some people think if you're racist, you deserve to die. How about Charlie Kirk? Got shot in the neck, and all these people celebrating.
And he got shot by a white man, right?
Whoa.
Probably.
How do, well, maybe that's the next. We can move on.
Let's not talk about that.
Well, no, I want to talk about Charlie Kirk
Yeah.
for real because so many. Because I thought it was very disturbing how many people celebrated, made snarky remarks, like thought it was. They were basically cool with the fact that Charlie Kirk was murdered. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it was? How do you guys feel
We
about
can
the
go around
Charlie
table.
Kirk murder?
Where do we want? We can start here.
I don't know who that is. I'm not up to date.
Not into politics.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
What about you? What are your thoughts?
I don't like when anyone loses their life, for sure. Just like MLK being assassinated, I could see how you feel from being a white man. That was your white leader, I assume. So yeah, I understand.
It was not my white leader, but when MLK got assassinated, white people didn't get out and say, "Ha ha, got him."
They didn't?
No, they actually
really?
did it. Yeah, really.
Okay.
What about
no,
the
white
racists? Did
people.
they get out?
No, actually, I think MLK was the original race hustler. That was kind of the start of wokeness. We can get into that another time. But no, when he got assassinated, it was condemned by all white people. Political violence is terrible. Everybody condemned it in this country. You can go look that up yourself. When Charlie Kirk got it.
I think it was like half and half. Some people were like on his side, and it was like
Wait,
50-50.
Charlie was what year?
Ils l'ont affiché.
This year. That happened a couple
It happened,
we're
it
talking
happened
about
a few
Martin
weeks
Luther
ago.
King?
When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, people, if you got on social media, you'd see all these
bad.
liberals talking about
Exactly,
how,
social
oh,
media.
he's racist, he deserved it.
But on
Martin
mine,
Luther King
it
didn't
was,
have social media to hear all the opinions.
And I know
Yeah,
the whites
but
were
it was,
celebrating
there
when
was not.
MLK
It was a
got
different
killed.
time. It used to be a white country. It used to be a Christian country. People used to have shame. People were not celebrating political assassinations back then. It just wasn't a thing. Women were waiting until they were married to have sex back then. Okay, it was a totally different country. It was a different planet. So, but no, white people were not celebrating Martin Luther King's.
Were you there?
Didn't they kill him?
Oh, you're right. Oh, I wasn't there, so I take it back.
You know everybody? You know everyone's opinion?
It's just logical. It's just obvious. No,
When-
white people didn't celebrate Martin Luther King.
When-
There wasn't social media back then to know. Now everyone's
Maybe a
opinion.
few of them did,
Not
but
only that-
not at large.
Not at large.
Not at large
But
because
hold on.
people couldn't post their opinions.
Well, they probably did it in their homes. But to be fair, when MLK died, he died so us niggas can fuck white girls.
Yeah.
W
Fuck
MLK.
that
Shout out to
guy.
him, bro.
And vice versa.
That nigga was a savior, bro.